Bihasa mohula ariwonangu linhasa moba. If there was one thing about which I was certain in January 1987, it was that I didn't want to nurse in London. A good friend had gone over and had been unhappy, and I didn't want to follow the same path. However, cutbacks in the health budget meant that my job in Dublin was unlikely to survive. Don't get me wrong, I didn't think that Ireland was perfect and was ready for an adventure, just anywhere except London. My dad was broken-hearted at the thought of my going. Our home life wasn't easy. Mum has what are now called mental health issues, and it wasn't uncommon for Dad to use alcohol to cope. My faith has always been important to me. God's presence and His guiding hand ever with me, even when composing music at the piano. However, my faith was tested to breaking point when, aged 19, my 16-year-old brother, Louis Walsh, was killed in a road accident. The family looked to God. My parents, comforted in a small part by accepting that this bitter pill was part of some eternal plan that would be revealed in time. I, on the other hand, was furious. How dare he do this to us? And instead of praying to God for the strength to get me through, I took my anger out on him, pummeling the divine chest with clenched fists, using all my strength to make him understand just how much pain he was putting me through. I don't know what I expected to happen, but it certainly wasn't what followed. The sense of being held came over me as my anger dissipated and was replaced with an understanding that rather than make us suffer, God suffers with us. And in the same way that I was able to move forward from Louis' death, I trusted God enough to believe that things would work out in London. And they did. To my surprise, I found myself on the plane with 35 other Irish nurses, all of whom had found employment in London hospitals. The job worked out well, and I had friends to enjoy the crack with on my time off. I met and married an Englishman, which, although a blessing, made the idea of returning to live in Ireland more remote than before. I was familiar with the hymn, "Be Thou My Vision," having grown up with it, but hearing Bihasa Mahula sung in my own language here in London by Moya Brennan, one of Ireland's best, made the truth of it so real. Moya sang it in 4/4 time, making it feel more authentically Celtic. We spoke after the performance, and when she told us that her husband was also English, I think I felt a real connection. my heart came home. Thusa became a gateway to trust that spoke to me. I knew that with God in the centre of my vision, seeing life through his eyes, I could do life over here. I could be Irish in London. I have a lovely Latvian friend who sings with me. Like me, she had felt exiled in a foreign land. But singing Istig I Dogro, we both know that we are hidden in God's heart of love. Shuile.
This was a Green Curtain theatre production, recorded in March 2021.